In this video, we are going to learn about the service valve that is present in an AC unit. This service valve is a very important part in an AC unit. Through the service valve, we perform various tasks on an AC unit such as refrigerant charging, recovery, vacuuming, and pressure checking. Commonly, both standard service valves and three-way service valves are used in split AC units. The standard service valve, connected to the discharge line, has two ports. These ports connect to both the outdoor and indoor units. The three-way service valve, connected to the suction line, has three ports. One port connects to the outdoor unit, another to the indoor unit, and the third port is used to connect a gauge or other service equipment. The service valve can be in three positions: front-seated, back-seated and mid-seated. There's a stem in the service valve that can be opened or closed using a hexagonal key. The position where this stem is fully closed is known as the front-seated position. When the valve is closed in this manner, the stem completely closes off the port to the outdoor unit. At this point, only the port to the indoor unit and the port for connecting a gauge remain open. The front-seated position is used for isolating the outdoor unit, recovering refrigerant only from the indoor unit, vacuuming the indoor unit and pumping down the refrigerant in the outdoor unit when moving it to a different location. The position where the stem is fully open is called the back-seated position. In the previously used service valves, when the stem was in the back-seated position, the indoor and outdoor ports were open, and the service port for connecting a gauge was completely closed. The service valve is positioned in this way for normal operation of the air conditioning unit. This ensures that there is no significant refrigerant leak from the service port, allowing the unit to run normally. However, modern service valves have a valve core in the service port. This valve core is operated by a spring force. When we connect a gauge to the service port, the pin in the gauge pushes the pin in the valve core. This action opens the head of the valve core, allowing the refrigerant to flow freely. When the gauge is removed, the spring force returns the head of the valve core to its original position, closing it. This prevents the refrigerant from flowing. In the modern service valves we use, even when the stem is in the back-seated position or front-seated position, the service port remains closed. The mid-seated position refers to when the stem is in the middle position. This method was used to charge and recover refrigerant. When the stem is in the middle position, all three ports indoor, outdoor and service are open. Technicians use this service port to charge or recover refrigerant. Once the work is complete, they change the position of the stem to the back-seated position for normal operation. However, in the service valves we use today, the mid-seated position is no longer necessary. A standard service valve typically has two positions: front-seated and back-seated. The back-seated position is the normal operating position for an AC unit. When the AC unit is running normally, the service valve is in this position, allowing refrigerant to flow between the indoor and outdoor units. The front-seated position completely stops the flow of refrigerant. This position is used to isolate the outdoor unit. When moving the outdoor unit to a different location, all the refrigerant is pumped down and then the service valve is placed in this position before moving it. That was an explanation of the AC unit service valve.